Hey, I'm Luna, and I like astrology a lot. I also like K-pop a lot. And one day I decided, why not just combine two of the things that I really obviously like together and create an account where I just talk about astrology and K-pop and all that jazz. And that is how kosmictales was born. And while Twitter is great and Tumblr is interesting, there's only so much that I can really fit within a Twitter thread. So I decided, in conjunction to my Twitter, that I will start making videos. So I ran a poll on my Twitter that only 13 people voted on, but shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. Basically asking if you guys would prefer if I did month to month or one long video on a yearly transit for certain groups, and month to month one. So if the title is not obvious, I am starting out with my favorite group, TXT, and I am exploring what the month of February has in store for them. So let's get started. On February 1st, Venus is going to enter Aquarius. It's going to make a conjunction with the group's natal Venus, meaning that they're going to experience a Venus return. So during this time, they're definitely going to be feeling more attractive and even be more attractive to more people. So possibly trying new clothes, new hairstyles, emphasis on the new hairstyles. Okay, quick little interruption from editing, Luna. But before I make a video, I like to compile all my notes so that it's kind of like organized. I'm a mercurial, if that wasn't obvious. And one thing that I had written down was that because all this Aquarius energy is happening in TXT 6th house, we're probably also going to see them with their pets more because 6th house is representative of pets. And of course, Bumgoo posted Toto, and Taeyeon posted himself running with a dog. Additionally, me and the lovely TXT Astros on Twitter, who is a TXT astrology based account, please check them out, they are great. We also noticed how Taeyeon is experiencing a solar and a Venus return, so he's probably going to be highlighted in the comebacks, and he's probably going to be the one that changes his hair first or whatever. And well, long and behold, now his hair is black. So astrology is literal. Continue. So the Venus return is happening in their 6th house, and the 6th house represents daily life, work, routine, pets, and physical health. So during this time, they're really going to be focused on implementing good routines for their physical well-being. So eating healthier, working out, and God knows Big Hit does not close those damn gyms. Needless to say, this is a very important time for them to be focusing on their physical health, as there currently is a stellium all transiting in their 6th house. So Venus is going to be joining transit Saturn, Jupiter, Sun, and Mercury, all in Aquarius, in TXT 6th house. And that is why it is very important for them to be focusing on their physical health, because we do have Saturn, a malefic planet, transiting through their 6th house, but we also have Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet that likes to overdo things sometimes, so they might be overworking themselves, or outside influences may have these really high expectations for them, and that could be detrimental to their physical health. Transit Mars also makes an exact conjunction on the group's natal Mars in the beginning of the month, meaning that they're experiencing their Mars return. So Mars returns like to show you areas of your life where you're really going to be focusing a lot of your energy on for the next 2.5 years. And with it happening in TXT's 9th house, they're really focusing on wanting to expand themselves in a number of ways. And with it being in the sign of Taurus, they're going to use art primarily as a way to expand themselves. So I can definitely see a bunch of them like learning instruments or learning how to paint or wanting to act, things of that nature. Maybe even collaborating with people. I think that would be really cool. And of course, they're working towards eventually being able to travel, experience new things, and show their art to all the people that they want to. Mellis especially. This also means that transit Mars is going to sextile their sun, which is just going to stimulate them a bit more, give them more confidence, and make them more creative and a little competitive. So on February 11th, we do have a new moon in Aquarius that's going, bless you, that's going to be joining that big fat stellium in the sky that's transiting through their 6th house. And new moons are representative of new beginnings, so kind of reiterating everything I was saying before about them trying new things with their appearance and implementing new habits, healthy habits, and doing new things for their comeback. On February 18th, we have the sun entering Pisces, which is going to transit through the group's 7th house, dealing with relationships. Not always romantic, but then again, we don't know what goes on in their personal lives. But when sun transits through your 7th house, there's going to be kind of like this want and desire for support and companionship. Popularity is heightened right now. They might have more one-on-one interactions. They might be focusing on other people and building relationships with other people, which I think is very, very fitting considering that they're going to be working on that radio show every single Sunday. Mercury stations direct on the 20th after being in a retrograde for the entire freaking month, and it was retrograding in their 6th house, so there probably was some miscommunications and mishaps in their daily life and work that we probably don't know about. So it could be as simple as a misspelling in an email, or them arriving late to a set because they thought it was one time when it really was this, something as simple as that. So throughout the rest of the month, they should see more seamless forms of communication in their work. And lastly, we do end the month with a full moon in Virgo on the 27th, falling into the group's 1st house. It's falling in their 1st house of self, so they're really going to be asking a lot of questions about, what about us? What about me? What is working for them? And assessing that. They might want to start asserting themselves more in their needs and purging out what is not working. And that is really it on the major transits that are happening to TXT in the month of February. Overall, it seems like a pretty interesting month. They're going to be working a lot, so I just hope that they're taking good care of themselves. This doesn't include anything that's happening with the individual members, but if you have any questions, feel free to comment. You can also message me on Curious Cat or DM me on Twitter. My DMs are open. I'm pretty active on Twitter as well. And of course, all that YouTuber jazz, like, comment, share, subscribe, that would be really nice. Also, leave me feedback. This was my first video, so I do want to see what works, what doesn't work. That would be really greatly appreciated. And comment if there's any groups that you guys want me to do this for. I know someone in my Curious Cat was interested to see what the year 2021 has in store for NCT 127 and Hypen, so I'm probably going to be working on those videos in the next coming weeks. So thank you so much for taking time to watch my video and for making it to the end. It means so much to me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!